Take this video as your sign. Don't wait for a creative spark or the perfect niche. Start your YouTube channel today. Not next week, not tomorrow, right now. Whether you're someone who wants to use your new YouTube channel as a creative outlet, someone who is passionate about a particular game, show, or franchise, someone who has a highly specialized skill set and experience in a particular area, or even if you're someone who has absolutely no idea what they're doing, it doesn't matter who you are, and that's a good thing because anyone can do it. And at this point, you're probably thinking, that's easy for you to say, you already have an established channel. No, this is the first video on my brand new channel that I created today, so I am in the same boat as you. And if you don't believe me, go look at my sub count and my channel history. This video is quite literally me taking my own advice in real time. Make no mistake about it. Even if you create your channel today and don't post for 6 months, but you spend that time watching videos, leaving likes, and writing comments, you're telling YouTube you're a genuine person and not some bot. You're seasoning the account. Maybe you've thought about creating a YouTube channel for years, or perhaps it's a brand new idea. Either way, the hesitation is the same. The fear that you'll never achieve success and all your time and effort won't pay off. And that would be a completely fair point. Several have tried, few have succeeded, several have failed. And to be completely honest with you, your first videos that you make on your brand new channel are going to be bad and are going to fail. But let's unpack why. Your first few videos will start slow because YouTube takes time to index new channels. The algorithm's trying to figure out who you are and who to show your videos to. But failure depends on how you define success. And most people would think, oh, well, a successful YouTube channel is going to have a lot of views, watch hours, etc. And while that is true, views and watch hours are just the end result. Nobody talks about all the things that they learned throughout the process. Nobody talks about the flops that they spent hundreds of hours making. But even if a video flops, it's something you were passionate about enough to put those hours into. Would you define that as a success or a failure? That's something you genuinely created, and you should be proud of it, regardless of if it has 2 million views or 2 views. And uploading a video to an audience of no one can feel like shouting into the void, and you're not even getting an echo back. But think about everything you just learned in your new editing software, whether that's DaVinci or Filmora or something else. Think about all the hours you just put into Photoshop or another image editing software. All of those hours that you just spent learning new things isn't wasted. Anytime you're learning something new, regardless of how valuable it is, that's never wasted because the worst thing you can do in anything is stagnate. Having learned all of this new stuff, think about the advantage that's going to put you at going forward, creating even more content. And people have this idea that you need to put hundreds of hours into a video for it to be successful and do well, but this simply isn't true. Low effort content doesn't necessarily equate to bad content. I mean, hell, look at this video. I'm cutting commentary over gameplay. That seems pretty low effort to me. And if the idea of pouring tons of hours into every video is daunting, that's okay. That's realistic. It should be. But understand that you don't have to do that unless it's something you want to do. You have something that no one else has. Your story is unique and original to you, and it deserves to be shared and told. Well, yeah, that's great, but what does your story have to do with YouTube? Well, since YouTube is all about storytelling, you should leverage your own story and make it your superpower. Now, that's not to say you should share every little detail about your life. No, you need to learn how to tell a story on YouTube. Look at this video. This video is quite literally a story of me creating a brand new channel and recommending you do the same thing, and I'm establishing credibility by taking my own advice. And I'm not just some YouTube guru who's feeding you slop and bloat. I'm actually taking initiative and doing this myself. It doesn't matter whether you're making game speedrunning videos, unboxing videos, software engineering videos. You need to be able to tell a story throughout your video. Storytelling is arguably the most important aspect of YouTube. You need to learn how to do it. At this point, you've probably already got an idea of the content that you want to create on your brand new channel. So let's talk about picking a niche. Does your niche have an audience? How would you know that? Well, who are some successful YouTube creators in your niche, and how well is their content doing? If you don't know the answer to those things, you need to know the answer to those things as a creator in that niche. And you need to be looking at content formats that are proven to achieve success. Why wear a blindfold and throw darts at the wall, try to reinvent the wheel and be a trendsetter yourself, when you can just use an established template and a content format that's already proven to work? That doesn't mean you're copying someone else's video. Like I said, you have your own story that's original and unique to you. So even though you're using the same topic and template as someone else, your take is still going to be original and unique to you. Keep in mind that your content is going to be competing against those channels in your niche that you just researched. Therefore, your content needs to be good enough quality to compete in that niche. Not only does your niche need to have an audience, you also need to be passionate about the niche you pick. What's the point of spending the time and effort learning all this stuff and creating videos if you are not passionate about your niche? Let's talk about oversaturated niches. You need to be aware of how much competition exists in the niche you're stepping into. Think about other creators that are already established creating challenge videos, Minecraft videos, or Roblox videos. Not saying it cannot be done, but it would be incredibly difficult to break through in those niches. Not only does your content need to be able to compete with other creators, you need something that makes you stand out in your niche in order to break through. Even though McDonald's and Burger King are across the street from one another, why should someone go to Burger King instead of McDonald's? Maybe Burger King has chicken fries, and McDonald's doesn't. Okay, but what does that have to do with picking a niche? Well, why should a viewer click on your video? A breakthrough will give a viewer a reason to click your video versus your competition's video. Now, like the example before with challenge videos, Minecraft, and Roblox, in some niches, this can be easier, in some niches, this can be harder. You need to make sure you're passionate and the audience is there too, so you have to kind of balance and juggle all of these things at once. And that's not to say any of this is easy. It's definitely not easy to pick a niche. Don't feel like you need to do that right now. Let's start with just creating your brand new YouTube channel. Quite frankly, I would actually advise against selecting a niche right now since you're only just creating your channel. Don't worry about selecting a niche, just start creating content and uploading. You'll find it eventually, you need to give this some thought. And that may seem quite challenging and even somewhat counterintuitive, so let's back up a few steps. You need to include your voice and personality in your videos and give your viewers a reason to watch you for you. Otherwise, you'll never build an established, loyal viewer base. For example, my goal for this channel is quite simple. I'll be sharing what I've learned throughout my experiences in life, alongside my own unfiltered raw takes on current trends in gaming and tech. If you want a simple commentary channel that breaks away from AI slop, breaks away from the overhyped Mr. Beastification of YouTube, and fulfills the much desired return of the lost art of simple, genuine, authentic content that values honesty over hype, you're in the right place. If that's something you vibe with, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment as I would greatly appreciate all of the support. I've been Oak at the Woodland. Now go start your YouTube channel today.